Hello again. So why Protégé? We are studying ontologies as a way of storing knowledge in the hook captain platform before we transform this data that is coming from natural language from our end user to some kind of structured data like UML or BPMN or source code, right? So we think that the middle step between natural language and the structured data could be ontologies because they have they are a formal way to store this knowledge. And with this structure and some tools that are already developed, we can dynamically manage this knowledge before transforming into the other lower level models, right? So we can make interactions with the knowledge base written using semantic web languages like O. And then when the user is satisfied with the knowledge that he inputted in the platform, in the HC Hook-Captain platform, then we can move forward to the next steps of getting lower level models until we get to the source code, right? So that's why we are presenting today Protégé. It's a quick review of the tool, and mainly one thing that I'll show to you guys in the end of the video is regarding the reasoners. The reasoners are a good way for us at the platform to verify the consistency of the inputs that the end user or customers are sending to Hook-Captain, because we have in the end to create consistent software, right? And for that, we have to verify the inputs so we don't create something that is not useful. And the reasoners of Protégé, the reasoners that Protégé uses, but they are open source projects, libraries that we can use directly in our Hook-Captain project. They are very helpful in this phase because this way we can verify the inputs of the user and check and give him the feedback at real time if the inputs need some kind of fix before we move forward to the next steps. So let's go to the review of Protégé.
Hello again. In this video, I'm sharing my new findings regarding Protégé. It's a tool to handle semantic web language like OWL, O, RDF, and other ones, JSON LD, linked data. And here I created my ontology, family ontology, to test the two. Here you can add some classes. For example, I created a class person, and a person can have a father, a mother, and some roles, right? After that, I created some classes, father and mother, and then family role. That is a superclass of these two, okay? When you create some kind of properties, it's here. You can define, for example, here in mother, the domains and ranges. The domains is the set of classes that this axiom can have in the left part, and the ranges are the right part of the axiom. Then, for example, here we can have a person has mother, some individual that is an instance of the class mother. So an individual that is an instance of the class person has mother, pointing to an individual that is an instance of the class mother. Okay, so we can create some rules here, and then here we can create as well some kind of rules when we are adding the object properties. So the class can be derived from another class, or we can add some object property. Okay, and Protégé has some kind of visual tools and plugins that you can use to visualize what you created in the ontology. So for example, here we have family role, person, father, mother, and then here we have the instances. And here you can see that we have the object properties. So Tainan has mother Clisalva, Tainan has father Nilsson. And now I want to show you the debugger. That's a feature that it's possible because of this reasoner. Here we have axioms, so we are formalizing some kind of concepts, relationships. And here we have the debugger. So for example, here I have all the axioms that I am considering correct. And here I created some kind of inconsistency. If you then run start, you can see that the inconsistency is that a person has a mother of a class mother. And here Clisalva is an instance of class father. So Tainan couldn't have a mother Clisalva. If we run the reasoner, we can see the inconsistencies here, and then we can repair them and fix our ontology. So these are my updates regarding Protégé. Thank you. See you soon.